Well, I guess we're about 12 minutes late.
12 minutes on Indian time.
Yeah. So, do you want to announce the show or should I?
Why don't you go ahead and do it?
Okay, hey, BOOZHOO! And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and over here, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Winnie Mushane. Say hello, my sweetheart.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing really great, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I got my coffee, got my muffin.
Yeah. So much for eating bran muffins.
Well, they didn't have any bran muffins, so I had to get the chocolate chip. But you know, a chocolate chip muffin is basically just cake.
Yeah, I know. We were thinking, hey, you know what? Let's we'll eat healthy. We'll get some bran muffins. They must have some bran muffins in a store. Well, all they had were like, oh, here, have some chocolate chip muffin, or a blueberry sugar muffin. You might as well just be eating like wedding cake for breakfast.
Yeah.
But they are good, huh?
They're very good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. You know, these live streams feel better in the morning.
They do. It was kind of weird doing one in the evening.
Yeah. Plus, all of 4 people showed up.
Yeah.
Hey, BOOZHOO crew. Looks like Brandy Marie and Jessica Wabooz are both here. Sweetie, Brandy and Jessica are here.
BOOZHOO, Brandy and Jessica.
What's up? We were talking about the lunar eclipse last night. We were talking about the Makkadee, what's it called? Makkadee Wabikazee, the lunar eclipse, sweetie.
Yeah, that was really something, huh?
Yeah. I was going to pull up Jessica's photos, but I didn't have time. So all I got was this just off the internet. Makkadee Wabikazee, the lunar eclipse. There was another lunar eclipse. And, you know. Oh, it's just a coincidence. You see, children, today in science class, and on the news, on CNN, and whatever, they're gonna tell you that, well, the moon is so big. It's a big round rock that's kind of like orbiting the Earth. Like the Earth orbits the sun. And it's just a weird coincidence, not even evidence of a creator. It's just a weird coincidence that the sun is 400 times farther away than the moon is to the Earth. So, like, let's say if the moon was 1 foot from the Earth, then the sun would be 400 feet from the Earth. And but it's 400 times bigger, too. So it just so happens that it looks like it's just perfect size and shape. There's even something it makes me think of a wedding ring.
Yeah, they call it the Ring of Fire. But whenever they have it, they always show that one sort of diamond area.
Yeah. It's like the eternal ring. But, yeah. But instead, the Makkadee Wabikazee, you know, you can kind of tell, oh no, they're just the same size. That's the way they were designed. Kind of like, I think I read it in a book somewhere. One light to rule the day and one light to rule the night. These are lights that rule the day and night. And every so often they overtake each other. The moon goes in front of the sun, or the sun goes in front of the moon. But, you know, everything they try to explain in space is just the opposite of what's going on. It's all so stupid. No, the sun, that's the size of a star. Stars are even bigger. They're just so far away. Oh, really? Yeah, that okay, I can believe that. Or maybe it's like we look at it. No, the stars are little. And they're all the same distance away from here. You know, what you're explaining about outer space is nonsense. It's a flaming ball of fire that burns in space with no oxygen. Oh, okay. Makkadee Wabikazee. The eclipse that happened the other day was the solar eclipse. The pics that I posted are from that. The solar eclipse. Well, what is it? Oh, this is a lunar eclipse. Doggone it. What's a solar eclipse? That's what I wanted to look up. So this is a solar eclipse. The solar, because the eclipse is the sun. Wait. Yes. I suppose. I mean, I guess I wouldn't either.
Oh, we're back on.
Oh, good. Hey, sorry about you guys. Sorry about that again. We lost connection. I just realized I didn't know what I was talking about at all. I mean, I don't believe what I was taught about what a lunar eclipse is. But I don't even realize that it's not even called a lunar eclipse. A solar eclipse. Turn around, bright eyes. I don't know, it's weird, huh?
Yeah. Who knows what's going on?
Not me. Maybe not even Papawagosh.
Papawagosh is here.
Yeah, I noticed that. BOOZHOO, Papawagosh. Hey, speak of the devil. Check this out. Got a little cartoon here of Papawagosh. Papawagosh is talking to a little cutie.
Oh, yeah? What's he saying?
I think he's saying, well, it looks like he's saying something kind of encouraging. He's explaining something. He's got the old explaining hand.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And, little cutie is kind of, he's not so, he looks a little worried. And so the Wagosh is saying, Gego, Baba Mendem, Niji. Don't worry, friend. Gego, Baba Mendem. Don't worry. We mino Gija good. It's going to be a good day. No, don't worry. It's going to be a good day. You got all this anxiety and you're all worried. Baba Mendem is to worry. Gego, don't. Gego, Baba Mendem. Don't worry. Niji. Don't worry, my friend. Sure, the dogs outside are howling. What's going on? Neighbor dogs are barking at something.
Maybe the mailman's come by.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know, it's kind of early for the mailman. Anyway, don't worry. It's going to be a good day. Niji. So that it's going to be, we is the future. We are the future. And then there's Mino, means good. Don't worry, it's going to be a good day. Don't worry, sweetie.
I'm not worried.
Oh, that's good. Don't worry, fellas. You just sit there and sleep. La 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 la. So don't worry. Anindi Anamosh. Where's Anamosh? He's right here. Anamosh. Anamosh. He's either sleeping or he might be in a coma. He's not responding.
That's weird. You think he's dead?
I guess he could be, but I haven't. I don't smell death, so I think they're just. I have to assume they're just in a coma. Well, la 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 la, anindi, anamo. Anyway, gibberish. Gibberish. The back in the days of the grandfathers, the Anishinaabe people did not speak English. They would speak Ojiberish. It was the Ojibwe's language called Ojiberish. And in this language, I don't know. What do you think, sweetie?
About what?
I don't know. You think it's going to be a good day?
I think the day will be whatever you think it's going to be.
So what if I think it's going to be a bad day?
Well, then you'll probably do something to make it a bad day, huh?
Yeah. We were talking about the law of attraction the other day. Maybe last night. And the whole idea of the law of attraction was that you call to yourself certain things. And the problem with people is that they're always focusing on what they don't want. Like, oh, I hope my man doesn't cheat on me. Oh, I hope. And then you start behaving in a way that soon enough, your biggest fears come true. You know? But the law of attraction, they say, is, you trick your mind into thinking a different way, and you'll start attracting different stuff. So, like, they say, well, buy our book, The Secret. You can, we'll give you the secret to how to become a millionaire like me and Oprah Winfrey and stuff. and it's pretty stupid. I mean, after you get through it all, you realize just the huge flaws, holes in logic, It's like, well, if that's true, then how did the Titanic go down? If you attract whatever you get, how come people who believe one way of everything, just the exact opposite thing happens? Anyway. But in a way, it does work that way. Not because there's a vortex of possibility or any of this mumbo jumbo. But it is kind of what you set your intention. If you're paranoid and you're worried that someone's going to get you and you're constantly freaking out and you think something bad's going to happen, you'll be surprised how many just sketchy people you're going to run into somehow. Like they say a thing, it's kind of like to a man with a hammer, everything looks like a nail. I don't know. But there's the opposite thing. There's something called pronoia. I learned this here. Like paranoia is thinking something bad's always going to happen. And so you kind of invite in bad things in your life. Well, pronoia is just assuming good stuff's always going to happen. It's like, you know what? Stuff is always working out for me. I just fall backwards into money. I luck out all the time. It's kind of like that thing, you trick your brain. It's called the reticular something. There's a word for it, but when you buy a new car and you think, oh man, I'm going to buy a red pickup because you never see a red pickup. I'll finally be that one guy with this cool red pickup. And you buy your car and you drive it home, and for the first time you notice 7 different red pickups drive by. What? Did everybody go out and buy a red pickup today? What's going on? Well, you start noticing all this, the red pickup, because you're doing something with your brain. It's called something. And when you have a good mindset, you start noticing and say, hey, you know what? I almost always get what I want when it really comes down to it. Everything works out for me. Reticular activating system. Thank you, Yuma K. Hey, BOOZHOO, by the way. Yuma K is here. BOOZHOO, Yuma K. Welcome to the show. Yuma K says, being positive and challenging oneself to get better at things will lead them to grow. But there are a lot of snake oil salespeople out there. Yeah. Like, it's not a bad philosophy, except that these guys are trying to sell a book and a movie, and they're making promises you can't deliver on. But I do think you do kind of, and I personally think that creator's involved. When you get on your path, you know, there is something that drives us. We're either driven by our fear and dread, and so our minds are always thinking about the things we don't want. And so that determines our life. And then you can get what you don't want. Like, most of my life, I didn't want to be a slave to a job. I didn't want to be working in a cubicle. I didn't want to have a boss I was always kind of afraid of. I didn't want to have to worry about money and getting fired. I didn't want to have to just trudge through life going to a job I didn't want to have. And I didn't want to be homeless. So I always made sure I had got the first job I could get. Any job that was a permanent, income. I hated every one of them. I tried not to lose my job, but because you hate your job, it's hard to be good at it. And once I had that job, I would try to spend all my time getting out of the job. Working on the weekends and evenings and early mornings on a podcast or on cartoons or books or whatever. I was dreaming of not living that way, but I kept on living that way, and it was my own fault. And I always had a boss I hated, and I was always worried about losing my job, and I always lost my job eventually. It was always miserable. But when I stopped being paranoid that I might end up being miserable and kept on doing the same thing, that was a weird thing too. As you get older, you start to realize a pattern. It's like, how come I'm always getting the same kind of job? And it always pays just about this much. It pays, about twice as much as my rent a month. And it takes up all my time. And it's a task I can barely do in 40 hours if I just focus and do it, If I never slack off, I can do this task they have for me, whether it's teaching or sales or whatever. As long as it takes up all my time except for the weekends, And I made true the thing I just didn't want to have. But as you keep doing this and, you start to see a pattern, how come I always end up here? Losing a job, looking for a job, having a job, wishing, Then I took a couple of steps in the right direction. And I prayed. I prayed just straight up. I said, I'm sorry to even ask this. It's stupid. But there's so many things I love to do and I want to do with my life. And I've never wanted to spend every day at a job. If there's some way that I can just make a living doing what I like, and I don't have to work another job, this has always been what I wanted. Please, show me the way. Somehow I'd always been a dreamer and, prayed that things would work out for me, but I don't know if I ever asked directly. and one by one, things kind of fell in order until I got pro-annoyed. I started just assuming, if I put these books out on Amazon, I bet you somebody will buy them every month. Many people all over the country. Not many people buy books by real author standards, but many people by my standards. More than I could sell just, carrying around an armful at a powwow. Hey, who wants to buy a coloring book? This podcast. Getting interviewed. Somebody hearing about that interview. Having a song played on the radio. Being on television. Then pretty soon you start thinking, man, it's so weird that things just keep working out. I used to, when I was younger, I just kept waiting for the next shoe to fall. So, this good thing might happen, or it might blow up in my stupid face. And sure enough, yeah, it always blows up in your stupid face. Hey, look, I got a job. Hey, look, I got fired from that job, Hey, look, I met a girl. Oh, hey, look, got dumped. I spend most of my negative, depressed years riding a roller coaster of hope and then disappointment. Hope, disappointment. And ultimately, never feeling like anything worked out. Until I was like 50. Life starts at 50. Let's see, what's Yumake saying here? And her reticular activating system. Yeah, so the reticular activating system is RACS, is when you just start seeing stuff in your mind. And you can train your mind to start seeing stuff. So when I started getting grateful and I started seeing successes, I stopped looking at my past as just one failure after the next. Yeah, I could look at my past and go, hey, guess what? I have never not failed in a musical group. I've been in 5 different bands that all took ourselves kind of seriously to a degree, practiced on a regular basis, wrote original songs, went through a lot of hassle to play publicly and recorded and made music videos. One way of looking at it, what a failure, what a loser, what an embarrassment. You're a middle-aged man. What are you pretending to be? Who are you? You think you're the Beatles? Books and that, being a cartoonist. Oh yeah, that's there's a good goal. Become a comic strip artist, because newspapers, they'll never go out of business. And comic books, that's what every kid wants. Some crappy drawn comic book in the age of Ultron. But then, when the light went off, when I realized that the Creator will answer your prayer, I go, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. Why didn't you ask me earlier? Then you look back and your brain changes. You know what? That's weird. Every time I'm also the kind of person who, if something comes to my head, it just comes to life. I started singing a song, was combing my hair one day, and thought, hey, it wouldn't be cool if I got my buddies together and sang a song. Wham bam, what do you know? Now I'm that guy, sitting in the garage with 4 other people, playing guitar, and people are partying around so we can just play live music. That's not a failure. Of all the people in the world, there's only so many songs that have ever been written. Maybe 1 billion. There's 1 billion songs ever written and completed. The first time I wrote a song, I added to that. Now there's 1 billion and 1. I started to see that everything was a failure because I was competing on a big level. Oh, what do you know? I didn't get signed by a major record label after I recorded a full-length 11-song CD. at a professional studio with my buddies of all original material. I don't know. I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging. I'm just sort of riffing. Yuma K, what's she up to here? You guys are awesome. Oh, miigwech. Found you while wanting to learn more about Anishinaabe stories. Nanaboozhoo, you are awesome. Not stupid. Thank you for your wisdom. Oh, Yuma K thinks I'm wise, sweetie.
Oh, you are. You shouldn't be embarrassed about that. I mean, you're practically an elder.
Yeah, I know, huh? She asks, wait, you have books? Need to Google. We have a link right down here to books that we have for sale on Amazon.com. These are books actually that Michael Lyons wrote and illustrated. But yeah, the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast is we get started because we were just going to teach like an Ojibwe word of the day. And actually Michael started doing it with these comic strips that would teach an Ojibwe word of the day called Ojibwish. But then people started writing in saying, how do you pronounce this? He just gave us the word for blueberry pie, and it's written, the whole length of whatever. So we got up here and we started like pronouncing the words. We'd say, blueberry pie in Ojibwe is Minabushki Minasagani Batusi Jikani Bakwajigan. And if that was just written out, you'd never learn it. But even better, what if we sang it? And then pretty soon we were like, Minabushki Minasagani Batusi Jikani Bakwajigan. Huh, sweetie?
That's right. We were all like, Minabushki Minasagani Batusi Jikani Bakwajigan. Ooh.
Yeah. Mini Bushka Minisagani Batushi Shigani Bakwajigan. And then pretty soon that turned into kind of a variety show. We'd be telling jokes, telling stories. Back in the days of the grandfathers, the blueberry pie was very sacred, And then that turned into a live stream Sunday or 8 o'clock in the morning. Kind of like a, I like to say we're a spin-off of Sesame Street.
Yeah.
But we're almost like a morning radio show sometimes. Sometimes people will call in, Sylvester Stallone and Queen Elizabeth and stuff. And yeah, now it's just turned into this thing where now we have just having morning coffee with the BOOZHOO crew. We got regulars who show up like Jessica and, Missy and everybody. So, Papawagosh. We have some elders who lurk around, give us wisdom. Check the links below, Yuma. That's because, Papawagosh says, that's because you have Makkadee Wabikazee. He has medicine power. Hear that, sweetie? Papawagosh thinks I have medicine power.
You do. Mushkawazee, Mushkawazee. Baby, don't you do the
Mushkawazee. Baby, can't you? Yeah. Hey, I was learning's back. That's cool.
BOOZHOO, I was learning.
And, okay. I learned as a Chinese Canadian. Oh, wow, you're a Chinese railroad descendant that Anishinaabe call us leaf soup drinkers. And I was sold. I have to learn more. That's why I'm here. Oh, BOOZHOO. The leaf soup drinkers. Yeah, well, there you go. When Anishinaabe people would meet, like other races, it would always be like something about their behavior. Our word for white people is long knives, or great knives. We call them ChiMukamens. The ChiMukamen, the great knife. Because back in the days of the grandfathers, when the first white men came up, a lot of these guys, like Colonel Pratt, would carry around a sword. They have one of those big old swords. And if you can trust history, which I don't, history will tell you, oh yeah, the Native American man, he never saw metal swords before the white man came. Oh wow, so when the white man came, we saw their swords. We're like, wow, look at that knife. That's a great knife. Oh man, look at our knives. My knife is just like a fish bone or something stupid. Can you imagine how many fish we could fillet with a knife like that sword? From now on, we will call these white people the great knives. For they would bring their great knives. The ChiMukamen. But how come we didn't call like the French people the great guns? That's what we should have called them, huh?
Yeah.
The great rifles. Part of our, oral history was that the Ojibwe were able to overpower the Sioux. Minnesota used to be Dakota territory. It was all Dakota speakers up here until the Ojibwe speakers moved in, having a prophecy, a vision. We moved in, but we had to chase out the dog eaters, we called them. We had to chase out the Dakota people. And apparently we were able to do that because we had made French. We had made French with the Friends. We made friends with the French first, and the French fur traders, they gave us guns. So the Dakota were no match for our little friend. Oh, what you got there, Dakota people? Ooh, is that a bow and arrow? Oh, don't shoot me from way over there. All I have is my gun. All right, you guys, now Mahjong. Take your dogs and your dog soup with you. We are the Ojibwe. We eat rice and deer and beaver and muskrat and squirrels and anything. But we don't eat our own dogs. They're our pets. They're our family members. One day we will become friends with the leaf soup people. These people eat soup made of nothing more than leaves. How gentle is that? Producing music during this pandemic is really intense. Have you been? I didn't know. I wondered if that was just me or not. Since the pandemic, I kind of learned how to play piano. Just self-taught. And I don't know, I can't play anything that I don't write, but I just sort of figured it out. And it was almost weird, kind of like, what is this? How do people just learn piano? I mean, it took me 35 years to learn the guitar, but maybe something kind of spiritual happened during the pandemic. And creatively, I don't know. Yumake says, I learned as a Chinese... Oh, wait. Missy's here finally. Oh, Missy's here, sweetie.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah. I guess she's on Indian time this morning.
Yeah.
Missy's my cousin. Missy, say BOOZHOO to Yumake. She's a Chinese Canadian. Oh, just exotic. She's a Japanese. Wait, that's Japanese. What's a Chinese? She's a Chinese. Daniel Black is here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Daniel. It's Sesame Street with spikes. Yeah. We're Sesame Street for metalheads. Run to the hills. You guys are like Muppets X. Monty Python going since we don't know where it's going. But it's going somewhere. And we learn things along the way. That's right. I kind of wish we had the Queen here.
Do you want me to call the Queen?
Yeah. Somebody just brought up Monty Python, and that always makes me think of the Queen.
Let me see if I can't get the Queen on the line.
We're going to go call the Queen of England. For anybody new to the show, occasionally people call into the show. And tell you the truth, I think she called us first.
Yeah, you might be right.
But the Queen of England, she's been in the news lately because her son married kind of a, I don't know what you'd call her. Let's just call her an American. And I don't think the Queen likes her.
Okay, she's on line 2. Wait, it's ringing.
I got her picture up. We're ready for her.
Hello, Queen. Hi, this is Natasha from the NanaBOOZHOO podcast. Would you like to be on the show today? Okay, hang on. All right, sweetie, she's on line 2.
Thank you. Line 2. Hey, BOOZHOO, Queen of England.
Oh, hello there. Hello, NanaBOOZHOO.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I guess I'm quite all right, my son.
Oh, that's great. Hey, congratulations. I hear Megan had a little baby girl.
Now, who's that you speak of?
Megan, your granddaughter-in-law, whatever, your grandson's wife. She had a baby.
Oh, that's right, that rapscallion. Oh, I don't even like to talk about her. I can't stand that wench.
You think Megan's a wench?
Oh, she's the worst. I can't believe my own flesh and blood would have such a wench for a wife. Oh, it breaks my heart.
Yeah, can't be easy, huh?
No, I can't stand it.
Hey, what is this about, they named the baby kind of after you?
They named the baby after Elizabeth? I don't think so.
Yeah, they called her Lilibet or something.
A little bit?
Yeah, the baby's name is Lilibet. And did somebody say that was your nickname as a kid?
A little bit. That's just the only can't say my name properly. My name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, not Little Bit. Or they must think I'm a little bit crazy.
Yeah, they must.
And besides, what is that? That's not even a name. Why do you gotta make up your own name?
Yeah, I don't know. Americans like to do that. They don't just use the names. They make up their own.
Little Bit? Oh, it's preposterous. That's rubbish.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to call and say, congratulations. It's still a blessing to have a new baby in the family, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, I suppose so.
You think you'll have a chance to see the baby?
Well, if they think I'm getting on a plane just to go see their baby, they got nothing coming. I'm not going to talk to the baby.
You're not going to talk to the baby?
Why should I? They can come here if they want me to see the baby.
Yeah, and they should. You're kind of old to be traveling around, huh?
That's right. I don't want to go to the plane, go see the baby.
Okay. Well, so how's everything else?
Oh, it's right lovely. It's a lovely day here in England. I was just having my morning cup of tea, I was.
You having a cup of tea?
That's right. I like to have me tea.
Oh, that's great.
What's the Ojibwe word for tea?
It's anibish.
Anibish. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it is lovely.
Well, how do you say coffee then?
Well, in Ojibwe, when we say coffee, we call it black medicine water.
Black medicine water? Oh, that's lovely. How do you say it in Ojibwe Moan?
Well, in Ojibwe Moan, we say Makkadee Wabikazee. Makkadee Wabikazee. It is a black Makkadee. Mushkiki is medicine. And a waboo. Actually, even tea is a waboo.
What's this then? Tea's a waboo?
Well, it can be. Waboo is like a water that you sip. So, kind of like how we call the Chinese Canadians soup with leaf sippers.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be kind of like that because tea is like a soup with a leaf in it. We were probably calling the Canadians just tea drinkers.
Oh, that's a right laugh, it is.
Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. So you're just going to sip some tea and hang out on this lovely June day?
That's right. Just thought I would take it all in. Watch me maids clean the floors.
Oh, yeah, you have maids cleaning your floors on Saturdays, huh?
That's right. That's the English way.
You know, it's also the Ojibwe way.
What's that, Dan?
Well, we call Saturdays floor washing day.
Is that right?
Uh-huh. Saturdays have always been known as floor washing day. Here, let me show you something. No, that's a solar eclipse. I don't even know what I'm talking about. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna move it down a little bit. Gazibigi Saganage. Good. In the Ojibwe language, we call Saturdays floor washing day. But we don't have maids. We just we wash our own floors.
You don't have maids? Well, then who cleans your bathroom?
We clean our own bathrooms. You know, we just don't do it that often.
Oh, that's rubbish. I'd never clean my bathroom. I'd get one of the maids to do it.
Well, yeah, but I can't afford a maid.
You can't afford a maid? Well, why don't you go down to your basement and get some gold?
Well, we don't have gold.
You don't have gold? What about jewels?
I don't have any gold. I don't have any jewels.
Oh, that's preposterous. I thought everybody had pesos and gold and jewelry.
No, I just live in a rented house. I got a guitar.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Do you have a guitar?
I can't say that I do, love. I don't have a guitar.
Yeah, you should buy a guitar. Pick up a guitar and play.
Just like yesterday, eh?
Yeah. And then I get on my knees and I pray.
I get on my knees and I pray we don't get fooled again.
That's the Who, huh?
Yep, that's the Who. All right, love. Well, I guess I best be going.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for picking up when we called.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You call me anytime. You're like the grandson I never had. You're much better than Harry, I tell you that much.
Okay. All right, well, hey, you have a great day.
Yeah, you too, love.
Yeah, Giga Wabba Min, Minowa, Queen.
Giga Wabba Min, Minowa.
Yeah. The Queen was kind of sweet this morning.
Yeah, she's usually so angry, but today she seemed in pretty good mood.
Yeah. Kazibigi, Saganage, Gisha good. Floor washing days. Yeah, I guess Lilibit is a nickname for Elizabeth, and that's what Harry and Megan calls their new baby.
Why did they just name the baby Elizabeth?
Because they're stupid.
Yeah, I know.
All right. You want to get up here and say hello to the BOOZHOO crew?
I'd love to.
All right, you guys. I'm going to let Natasha get up here. She might have a story or something. But before that, here's a song, or at least part of a song, that we recorded. And I think this, if this is the song I'm thinking of. You know, memories. Sometimes they say, the Buddhists say, all life is impermanent. The first noble truth is that all life is suffering.
Are you thinking of this because Yumakay is Chinese?
Yeah, I assume she's a Buddhist. So, it's probably racist. But the Buddha said the first noble truth is all life is suffering. And the cause of suffering is our inability to accept that all life changes. That life is temporary, is impermanent, is to accept impermanence. And nothing lasts forever. It's impermanent. So here's a song kind of about that. It's called Snow on Skin. Because that's what life is like. It's like snow on your skin. It's there for a moment. And then it dissipates like snow on skin.
shut my eyes to what might be a cool recess beneath these old pine trees. I don't remember where I've been. My past dissipates like snow on skin.
Hello.
Let me
Just a little glitch in the song. Don't know what it is. Snow on skin. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, yeah. Love.
And I know it never once
Never was.
crossed your mind,
No, it didn't.
but you left me down in the dirt, and I
And I was so far behind.
But I've
But I
come
come so far.
and I've
And
run
it runs
so
so
fast.
fast.
How
How
long do
long
we
do I
have?
have? Can I last?
I don't remember where I've been.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My past dissipates like snow on skin.
Ooh, yeah.
It's cold outside.
Let me in, baby.
Our past dissipates like snow on skin. Snow
Oh, check this out. That's me on the bass guitar. Oh, oh. Baby, baby.
from what I've seen.
Nothing meant to last,
but I
but I can't move forward,
And
and I'm living in the past. But I've come so far, and I've run so fast. How long do I have? How long can I last?
I don't
Remember where I've been, baby, but just cute. This makes me turn this Hey, everybody! Nanaboozhoo. You did such a good job in that song. Yeah, that's when we recorded with Ishi. Yeah. It's like snow on skin. So, what's going on, you guys? Jim Dunn's here. BOOZHOO, Jim. How's it going? Is your life like snow on skin? Hey, Brandy Marie. BOOZHOO, Brandy. Oh, man. Like snow on skin, snow on skin. My friends work making music for games, and they said it's just tough. It's just rough working from home and trying to compose during lockdown. You know, we have to do some recordings just once a week for a radio show, and we got to get up at like 2, 3 in the morning. Because it is tough if you record at home. Just with the
all the noise from traffic and whatnot. And yeah, there could be certain challenges. I guess for us, a lot of the lockdown was good because then we didn't have to leave the house because we could get a lot of work done on the show. But yeah, it's been just, I think spiritually and emotionally, the lockdown has had a big effect on our lives. It's kind of turned me into a, what's that called? It's not arachnophobia, that's fear of spiders. Agoraphobia? Is that when you leave your house?
Yeah, I think it's agoraphobia.
I think I've become agoraphobic. I get really nervous when I leave my house now. I'm like, oh, what if my cat dies while I'm going to the grocery store? I better get back to the house. And I've been locked up, but now I'm used to it. It's like being in prison for so long and then you become institutionalized. And I'm like, oh. I get an offer, hey, you want to go on a trip? We should go do this thing for 2 weeks. Like, what? How do you just leave your house for 2 weeks? I don't think so. I would have been a terrible rock star. Because it's like, hey, we're going on tour. It's like, really? Will I be home in time for breakfast tomorrow? How long is this tour? Because if it's over 3 days, I can't do it. What? I got a cat. I gotta change this litter box. How could I leave? Oh, my voice. But yeah. La 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 la. Do do do. Living Nindun da we win. Harmony. Nindu da we win. Nindu da we win. Harmony. Live in harmony. Harmony. I just sing this bad. La. Alright, what's a good song? All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go.
I'm standing here outside your door.
I hate to wake you up to say goodbye.
But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn.
The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn.
Already I'm so lonesome I could die.
So kiss me and smile for me. You ever think about that song?
Yeah.
John Denver, man. John Denver. Some of you people won't remember. Back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a man who played the guitar, and he let his grandma cut his hair into like a bowl haircut, and he wore glasses, and he named himself after a pretty mediocre city in Colorado called Denver. John Denver was his name. And John Denver was a very successful songwriter, singer, guitar player. One of the most successful people ever to come out of maybe Colorado. Maybe that's where he's from. I bet you he's from Colorado, huh?
I bet you he was.
And so he wrote a song about flying around the country, sleeping with his fans. And this is a song that he wrote. And the lyrics are, all my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. So he's packed his bags, and he doesn't want to wake the girl because he's got to go. I hate to do this. Oh, I feel so bad. But the dawn is breaking. It's early morn. The taxi's waiting. He's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. He hasn't even left. He's already so lonesome he could die. Oh. Alrighty, so kiss me and smile for me. So he tells her, kiss me and smile. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Tells her, don't date anybody else. Wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. Hold me like you'll never let me go. Hold him like you can't get away. Like violently. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. He's leaving on a jet plane, and he doesn't even know when he'll be back again. Oh, how I hate to go. So he hates to go. Now he's going to talk about, when he's gone, he cheats on her. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. Now it hurts when I pee. And so he cheats on her. But every town I go, I think of you. Every song I sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. Okay, so when he comes back, he's going to bring a wedding ring. He's going to ask her to marry him. Or maybe he stole her wedding ring. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. He does say, I'll bring your wedding ring. He doesn't say, I'll bring an engagement ring. I'll bring your wedding ring. You were married. You took off your wedding ring so you could cheat on your husband while I was in town, being John Denver and singing and whatever. So guess what? I stole that wedding ring. You explain what happened to your wedding ring to your husband. But then finally, it's the third verse, and what happens? Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. He's got to go, but he wants to kiss her one more time. Then close your eyes, and I'll be on my way. Then close your eyes, and I'll be on my way. So he wants a kiss, but keep your eyes wide open, because that's always romantic. The wide open eye kiss. Mwah! Then close your eyes, and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come, when I won't have to leave alone. Excuse me, sister. John Denver's not leaving anywhere alone. He's got managers, the rest of his band on his private plane. Oh, he's leaving on a jet plane? Yeah, a private jet plane. He's John Denver. There's the roadies, the groupies, the rest of the band, his managers, the record company executives. He's leaving your crappy little apartment to fly on a jet plane and go back to his life of being a household name, multi-millionaire rock star. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. I got 3 DUIs and lost my driver's license and pilot license. When my second wife cheated on me, I went into a drunken rage and took a chainsaw, true story, to the couch in Boulder, Colorado. That actually happened. And then he loses his pilot's license, goes up in a plane anyway. He's like, oh, who cares? I'm John Denver. I'm leaving on this jet plane. I don't care what you say. Yeah, I've had 3 DUIs. I can't not be drunk and drive. I think I'm above the law. And once again, I'm leaving on this jet plane. Don't care how drunk I am. I'm getting in this plane. I'm going to fly away and crash and die. And this has been the story of John Denver and leaving on a jet plane. Okay. Today is a learn about the behind the scenes and music industry. Yeah. Heartbreaker John Denver. I know, I miss him. I mean, I make fun of the way he died because it's hilarious. But, yeah. He had some just beautiful songs. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. When Napoleon's wife cheated on him, he just conquered Europe. Oh, dear. Yeah. You can really motivate a man by cheating on him. Sweetie, do you want me to cheat on you so you can write some good songs? I don't want you to cheat on me, but that would be a great way to write songs. How about when we do our movie? I cheat on you with Michael, and then you write a song trying to get me back.
How about not?
Why not?
I don't want to see the scene where you and Michael are, like, kissing and stuff.
That'd be so cute. We're gonna film a movie, and in that movie, I don't care what you guys think, I will be the love interest of the woman who becomes in between Michael and NanaBOOZHOO, and we'll see what happens. It'll be a love story and a scandalous story. Nah. Although we are gonna shoot a pilot, huh?
That's the plan.
This fall. I don't want to give too much away, but BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO will be trying to go mainstream. We're going to film a proper Sesame Street type children's television show with human people with us and more animals, and it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be really good. But it's going to take some work. And we won't be doing it until this fall. But stay tuned for updates where we're going with that. We might have to start up our GoFundMe campaign again.
Do you think so?
Maybe. Maybe not. Because we can do a lot with just cell phone cameras too, huh?
Yeah, we really can. You know, we've done enough of this where I think we know what we're doing with audio and visuals and stuff. So I think the hard part's just going to be writing it. That's going to be the hardest part.
Yeah. And that won't even be that bad.
Nah.
So yeah, we got some big plans in the future. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to add here, sweetie?
No, that's probably good for a show, huh?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you guys, I want to say a very special miigwech bizandawiag. Thank you for listening. To everyone who stopped in this morning, especially new people like you, McKay. Welcome to the show. And also I want to say BOOZHOO to Jim and Papawagosh and Daniel and Brandy Marie and Missy and everybody. So good to see you. Miigwech Ganawabieg. Thank you for watching. Doggone it. Just want to say, miigwech Ganawabieg. Thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is NANABOOZHOO.
BOOZHOO!
Over here is Michael Lyons.
Hello!
And I will see you again. And this is the Queen. Hello, love! I didn't mean to do that. And I will see you again. Gigawabamid! Minawa! Hawa! How was that?
Oh, that was great.
La 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 do 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 do. See you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. give us a thumbs up and share this with your friends. Okay.